So where should Palestinians look for new leadership for the day after? The governing PA is deeply unpopular. Israel's aiming to eliminate Hamas from any future governance. So a man who has been imprisoned for 2 decades is back in the spotlight. Marwan Barghouti. He's considered a terrorist by Israel. By others, he's seen as a Palestinian Mandela. Barghouti, a central figure in the Palestinian political scene throughout the 1990s, was convicted on 5 counts of murder in 2004. He denies those charges and he refused to recognize the Israeli court. A recent documentary called Tomorrow's Freedom paints a portrait through intimate access to his family who are carrying on his cause on the outside. Here's a clip.
The Israelis succeeded to arrest my body, but not my head and not my soul. They will not succeed to do that. They will not broke our will for independence and for freedom.
Joining me now is co-director Sophia Scott. She's joining me here on set in London, and Barghouti's son, Arab, who is in Ramallah on the occupied West Bank. Welcome to both of you. Let me turn to you, Arab Barghouti. You are his son, and we're talking to you in Ramallah. Sophia didn't have any access. Have you been able to see your father, and when was the last time? And what was your interest and the family's interest in cooperating? What did you want to get out?
So, first of all, thank you so much for having me. For the past 22 years, since I was 11, that's where my father was imprisoned. I have seen my father twice a month until I turned 16. And then after that, I would see him once every 2 years, sometimes 3 years. It's been 18 months since the last time I've seen him. And I still, think about him every single day. He's missed the main highlights of my life and my siblings' life. And this is something that I share this pain with thousands and thousands of Palestinian families who are going through the same. And why we wanted to cooperate, it's because Sophia and Georgia are great producers, are great people, and they came and they were interested personally in his story and to get access to the family and to see what pain we're going through. And that was enough for us to cooperate with such amazing people like them.
So there is a scene of you in the film, obviously, with your brother as you're traveling to meet him, the last time you saw him, presumably. And the film, Arab, really revolves so much around your mother. There's this sort of powerhouse of a lawyer who has carried on her jailed husband's mission and reads his, his words to supporters outside. Describe your mother and where she fits in his life, in the struggle, and in Palestinian society, which can be quite conservative. You don't often see women leaders.
I think if I need an hour to describe my father, I need days to describe my mother. She's such an amazing person, and I think that she is the one who held his message and took it everywhere, all over the world. She's someone who is a true role model, not only for me, but also for all Palestinians. I think that my mother had 2 choices, either to stay upset and sad about the fact that her husband was illegally taken away from her, or to struggle and take his message all over the world. Of course, she chose the second. She's such an amazing, strong woman. She's very well educated. She launched his campaign and then launched his international campaign. She's met with all the prominent leaders all over the world, including Nelson Mandela himself. And her efforts will never be forgotten, at least not from us, her children. And I think that she is still going. She never stopped. And it pains me to see her pain right now, seeing the children of Gaza. I know how much that's taking a toll on her as well. In addition to that, what my father is currently going through. But at the same time, she is a strong woman, and she has never stopped working for the rights of the women of Palestine, even before working in politics or anything like that. She's very interested in that topic and has made great achievements there.
What surprised you most, Sophia, about Fadwa?
You know, I think she's got a very strong voice. You know, we were filming her during a big hunger strike and she was taking the stage. So she was on microphones a lot, speaking to big crowds, addressing people.
Marwan's hunger strike.
Marwan's hunger
Yes.
strike in 2017, that's right. And she, you know, she was speaking to the people. She was very passionate, very loud. You know, she really controlled the mic. And I found that fascinating. But then what was so wonderful is when we went home with her and I would film her sitting around the sofa with her grandchildren. And those two, I was very honoured and privileged to have access to that. And I think the ability for her to switch on when she's got so much going on privately, to switch on that strong face and still speak to the crowds of the people in a passionate, sort of gentle way, I thought that was a very beautiful ability that she had.